Warm welcome to Testbook JAIIB PPB YouTube channel. My name is Madhav. I welcome you all in a very important session where we are going to discuss the previous year questions based on PPB. So if you are preparing for JAIIB examination, which is going to happen in November 2025, then this session is a must-watch session for you because I'll quickly discuss with you the syllabus of PPB. Then I'll discuss with you the previous year questions which have been asked, or I would say firstly we'll discuss the status of previous year examination. Once we analyze the status of the previous year examination, then we will be moving ahead and we will be solving few questions based on the same. So if you all are ready, I'm pretty sure that we are good to go. I'm audible, visible, everything is fine. So without any further delay, let's begin the discussion. And I'll not take much time of yours because I have already taken a video जहाँ पे मैंने already discuss कर चुका हूँ strategy to prepare for PPB examination. But today in this session, I'll start my discussion quickly with the PPB syllabus. I'll not take much time of yours. Then I'll discuss the takeaways from the latest examination, May 2025, and then we directly start solving some of the questions which are memory based, which were asked in this attempt itself, that is in the May 2025 examination itself. So here we go with the first part of the session. The first part of the session talks about that, sir, if we talk about PPB, it comprises of 4 modules as of all the exams which is lined up for your JAIIB part. Yes, I guess now it is fine. I'll quickly reduce my size. ठीक है जी. Okay, so if I talk about the modules, as always, or I would say as in sync with all other papers, it also possesses four modules. उसमें अगर हम 4 मॉड्यूल की बात करें, एक है हमारा जनरल बैंकिंग ऑपरेशन, functions of banks, banking technology, ethics in bank, and financial institutions. Now guys, if you are preparing for JAIIB examination, maybe right now you are working with the bank, or maybe you have decided to make banking sector as your career. So in both the aspects, PPB is something which is not only going to help you to clear JAIIB or DBF examination, but it will also help you to increase your efficiency, your understanding while working with the banking industry, because the module A comprises of banker customer relationship. Then we have asset liability management, we have KYC, we have operational aspects of KYC, then how the accounts are opened, operational aspects of deposit accounts, banker special relationship, forex remittance, operational aspects of NRIs, foreign currency accounts for Indian residents, cash management services, payment and collection, responsibility of paying bank, responsibility of collecting bank, ancillary services, customer service guidelines, and whatnot. So in total, we have 21 chapters in module A, and remember that module A and module B is going to comprise of total 60 to 70% of your entire examination. And then out of A and B, again, I would say A is more important, which may even comprise of around 40% of your total examination. In module B, it is function of banks, but it is majorly talking about the lending functions of the bank, where we talk about the principles of lending, appraisals and assessments of credit facilities, operational aspects of loan accounts, types of collateral, their characteristics, different modes of charging securities, documentation, NPAs, contract of indemnity, contract for guarantee, then letters of credit, law relating to bill finance, credit cards, priority sector advances, agriculture finance, government sponsored schemes, as well as self-help groups. So this is module B. Then we have module C, which talks about the essentials of bank computerization, basically talks about the banking technology. And lastly, we have module D, which is the easiest module of your examination, which talks about the ethics you need to follow while working in the banking industry. Now, the major part of this session, that is, what are the important learnings from JAIIB PPB May 2025 examination? As it is said that this is one of the toughest examination in the past few years. And why this examination was tough? So because the first reason is unexpected case study based questions were asked, and that too in decent number. Second is regularity as well as compliance. Regularity as well as compliance updates related. Many questions were asked in the examination. Then, as always, basic banking function related questions are asked, but this time this always was not followed, because this time there were very few questions based on banking functions. Lastly, we have the weightage of numericals has increased, and the new areas were included while answering the or while asking the questions based on numericals, unlike the previous years. So last is, in this May 2025 examination, it gives us a conclusion that if you want to clear this examination now, last minute covering the content through marathon sessions, attending 10 hours, 12 hours of marathon sessions, it won't help you to clear this examination. This time you need a proper strategy, you need a proper structured study plan which you need to follow for next of the 3 months, so that you can surely clear this examination in the upcoming event. So at least August, September, October, if I add July as well, so you have 3.5 months. And if you're targeting JAIIB 2025, November 2025, then this is the last call from our side, guys. Please buckle up. कोशिश करो कि जल्द से जल्द अपना एक स्ट्रक्चर्ड स्टडी प्लान बना लो, जिसको आप फॉलो करो. और अगर आपको लग रहा है कि आप एक स्ट्रक्चर्ड स्टडी प्लान नहीं बना पा रहे हैं, देन डोंट वरी. We at Testbook, we will offer you with the structured study plan, which is available in the form of live classes. You can join that as well. So I would suggest you create your own study plan. Try to cover each and every topic much in depth. Don't skip module C and D. I know prioritizing A and B is good because majority questions are going to be asked. But the bitter truth is, we are here to clear the exam, and in order to clear the examination, we need overall 50% score. And even if I talk about the individual exam, you should not target 45%. You must target 50% only to be on the safer side. So you have to score 50% of the examination, and C and D module comprises of 30 to 40% of the total examination part, at least 30%. So if you are covering C and D thoroughly and you are in a position to answer most of the questions from these two easy modules correctly, then you may overcome the tough areas which may be asked in the examination from A and B, so that you can clear this examination. Don't think of skipping the numerical part, which is really very important. You need to revise whatever you are studying on regular basis. You need to practice the questions, especially topic wise, and then full mock test is very important to attempt in order to manage your time. Is this clear, guys? Is this clear? So if you want to clear this examination, this is the strategy you need to follow. Now, if you want to understand the level of the questions which are asked in this examination, then today in this particular session itself, I will be solving with you around 15 questions, and these 15 questions will comprise of not only the theoretical questions, it will also include the numerical questions as well. So I wish you luck for next 15 questions, and I am pretty sure that you all will be able to answer most of the questions correctly. If you all are ready and you want me to start with the discussion, just give me yes sir, so that we can begin the discussion without any further delay. Those who are live, just give me yes sir, so that we can begin the discussion without any further delay. And I can assure you, this session is going to be very worthy for you all, because it will give you much clarity about what type of questions are basically asked in the examination and what should be your preparation level if you want to clear this examination in the upcoming attempt itself. Are we good to go, guys? Are we good to go? Shall we begin the discussion? Ready? Just give me yes, sir. Okay. So let's get started with the first question of the evening. The first question is now on your screen. The question says banker-customer relationship. Related, this question was asked in the examination. Which of the following statement are true about the relationship between banker and customer? Obviously, these are memory-based questions because exact questions are not available. And on the basis of the memory itself, we have created these questions for you, or I would say I have created these questions for you, and I'm pretty sure that you will be in a position to answer them. And if you are in a position to answer them, you will get that confidence that if the same level of questions will be asked in your examination next time, you will surely answer them correctly and you can clear the examination for sure. Okay, so here we go with the first question. I have reduced my image size, which is not important. Questions are much important. So here we go with the first question. And the first question is related to customer-banker relationship. So on the basis of customer-banker relationship, we have 5 options. We have to identify the correct ones. It is primarily a debtor-creditor relationship when a deposit is made. Whenever a deposit is made, it is a debtor-creditor relationship. Okay. The relationship becomes agent principal when the banker collect check from the customer or for the customer. A banker is not obliged to maintain secrecy of the customer account information. The banker is bound to honor check only during the business hours. The relationship starts only when a loan is dispersed. So out of the given options, which of the following options are correct? So this is what you need to answer. तो अगर हम बात करें with respect to the banker customer relationship, पहला जो रिलेशनशिप है डेटर और क्रेडिटर वाला, ये बिल्कुल ठीक है क्योंकि अगर बैंक को कस्टमर डिपॉजिट दे रहा है तो बैंक के ऊपर लाइबिलिटी आ गई एंड बैंक इज लायबल टू द कस्टमर. सो डेटर क्रेडिटर रिलेशनशिप इज एब्सोल्युटली करेक्ट. The relationship becomes agent principal. It becomes agent principal when the banker collects check for the customer. This is correct. Banker is not, no. Banker has to maintain the secrecy. Banker is bound to honor the check only during the business hours. Generally, this is correct. But these days we have national clearing houses under which the checks are even cleared beyond the office hours. So the relationship starts only when a loan is dispersed. That is not true. Even if you are opening up a deposit account, then also your relationship starts. So answer is going to be A, B, D. That is absolutely correct. Next question. Which of the following are essential characteristics for an institution to be called as bank? An institution will be termed as bank if it accepts deposits. That is true. Lend money to the public. That is true. Accepting deposit repayable on demand or otherwise. That is true, because NBFCs, they don't accept demand deposits, so they are not called banks. Only engaged in foreign exchange transaction. That is not required. Must be licensed under Banking Regulation Act, RBI Act, Payment and Settlement System Act. Then my answer would be yes, sir. So answer is going to be A is correct, B is correct, C is correct, and E is correct. So answer to this particular question is A, B, C, E. These all 4 statements are correct. Next question. Which of the following practices are mandatory under KYC and AML norms? What is this AML norms? Anti-money laundering norms. Remember that. So periodic updating of the customer's record, that is absolutely correct. And this periodic updation of the KYC of the customer depends upon the risk associated with the customer. In case of high risk, moderate risk, and low risk. In case of low risk, it is 10 years. This is 8 years. And in case of high risk, KYCs need to be updated every 2 years. So the first statement is absolutely correct. Verification of PAN is required for transaction in cash of value more than 50,000. That is correct. Mandatory Aadhaar for all bank account holders. Is this point correct? Yes or no? Can I say that Aadhaar card is mandatory for bank accounts? See, Aadhaar card is mandatory for bank accounts or not. In order to answer this question, I would say if you are opening up a bank account and you do not possess the Aadhaar card, then also you are in a position to open up small saving account where you get 12 months time period to present even your officially valid document. So in that particular case, even without Aadhaar card, account can be opened. So in general, this statement is not true. Enhanced due diligence for high risk customer. Yes, sir. Enhanced due diligence for high risk customer. That is the option. Ongoing monitoring of transaction is done. That is absolutely correct. So A, B, D and E, these are correct, especially with respect to KYC and anti-money laundering norms. Next question. The next question says, which of the following are the stages of money laundering? Whenever we talk about money laundering, I hope we all are very well aware that in case of money laundering, there are certain stages which include placement, that is inserting illicit money, then layering, that is disguising the source, and then integration, that is merging into the economy. So placement, layering, integration, these three are the stages in the process of money laundering. So answer is going to be A, B and C for the given question. Agla question देखो. Which statement are true for opening accounts for minors and joint holders? Which statement are true? Then the answer is a minor above 10 years can open a self-operated account. That is true. But if a minor is of any age, can open up an account, but that account will be maintained or operated by the guardian. Joint account can have either or survivor mandates. That is correct. KYC norms are relaxed for senior citizen. No. NRI cannot be joint holder with resident. That is incorrect. In case of NRE account, it could be a joint account with the Indian resident. Guardians can open account on the behalf of minors. That is correct. So answer is going to be ABE. And as per the latest announcement done by RBI, irrespective of the age of the individual, bank account, not only the demand deposit, but also the term deposit accounts can be opened as per the latest announcement norms introduced by RBI. Next, which of the following are applicable for inoperative accounts? Inoperative accounts वो accounts हैं जिन accounts में कोई transaction नहीं की गई for 2 years. कोई transaction का मतलब ना तो कोई financial transaction और ना ही कोई non-financial transaction has been done consecutively for 2 years. We call it as inoperative, or consecutively for 10 years we call it as unclaimed account. Interest continues to receive on the savings of the customer. That is true. Bank must conduct annual review of inoperative accounts. Annual review of inoperative accounts. That is true. Balances over 10 years must be transferred to DEF, that is Depositors Education Fund. That is absolutely correct. Bank can close the account without informing the customer. That is not possible. Bank will inform the customer thrice before closing down the account and transferring the funds into DEF. That is very clearly mentioned in the latest RBI norms. अगला क्वेश्चन देखते हैं. अगला क्वेश्चन क्या कहता है? Which of the following are true regarding banker's lien? So banker's lien, it is an implied pledge. That is absolutely correct. Implied pledge का मतलब क्या हुआ सर? मान लो आपके पास एक FD है, आपने बैंक को कहा कि मेरी FD आप अपने पास रख लीजिए और मुझे लोन दे दीजिए, तो बैंक विल इंट्रोड्यूस लीन ऑन इट. लीन का मतलब बैंक के पास अब लीगल कैपेबिलिटी है कि बैंक can only withdraw the funds from this account. None other can withdraw it. So this is correct. It can be exercised only for general balances. That is true. It cannot be applied to safe custody items. That is true. It requires prior court approval. No. It is applicable on securities held in the name of the bank. No. So answer is A, B, C. Rest two statements are incorrect. Got it? Moving to the next question. अगला क्वेश्चन कहता है विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग आर ट्रू विद रिस्पेक्ट टू द आउटवर्ड रेमिटेंस बाय इंडियंस और बाय इंडियन रेजिडेंट्स or the individual residing in India permitted under LRS, that is liberalized remittance scheme, permitted under LRS, that is liberalized remittance scheme, that is true, up to $250,000 per year is allowed, that is true. Requires RBI approval in special cases, cannot be used for gift or donation, that is true. PAN is mandatory, that is true, and irrespective of the age this can be done. Next, NRI accounts are permitted for NRIs. They can open up NRE saving accounts, that is correct. They can open up NRO fixed account, that is correct. They can open up FCNR account, that is correct. Current account for business, no. Domestic resident account, no. So they can open these three accounts. We call them as NRE account, NRO account, as well as FCNR account. They are available in demand and term deposit both format, but this is available only and only in the term deposit format. It is not available for demand deposit part. Next is ancillary services. So which of the following are the features of demand draft and safe deposit lockers? Demand drafts are prepaid negotiable instruments, that is absolutely correct. Demand drafts can be stopped on customer request. Say yes or no. Say yes or no. This is very important. This is very important. There has been a number of times debate on this question. Whenever I teach this question in my class, most of the bankers, they debate on this. That's a demand draft can be cancelled if it hasn't been encashed. To cancel a DD, the customer needs to approach to the issuing bank with original DD and cancellation request. So what it says, DD can be stopped on customer request. Sir, it can be cancelled. It cannot be stopped. And once it is cancelled, in order to cancel it, you need to deposit the physical DD with the bank. So in that particular case, this statement is not absolutely correct. Overall, it is correct. Locker rent must be paid annually in advance. Any idea, guys? Any idea? When you have to pay the locker rent, is it paid annually in advance? That is absolutely correct. So bank is liable for content loss in locker? No, sir. That is not correct, because under the DICGC only the bank deposit accounts are insured. Locker is not insured, क्योंकि locker में आपने क्या रखा है? क्या आपने कभी बैंक को बताया? नहीं. जब आपने बताया नहीं तो बैंक उसका इंश्योरेंस कैसे देगा? That is quite obvious. That is quite logical. DDs are valid like checks for 3 months. That is correct. So answer is going to be A, C, and E. Next is a numerical question. Read it and give me the answer. Next is a numerical question. Read it and give me the answer. Try to attempt the question, otherwise I will be surely discussing it with you. I'm still waiting. I'm expecting that you are trying to solve the question. Sorry, no answer. Chalo, I'll try to solve it for you. and I'm pretty sure that you are going to enjoy the discussion. So what it does, it says, working capital assessment, NAYAC committee. A firm projects a turnover of 5 crores according to NAYAC committee guidelines. What is the working capital limit? So according to the NAYAC committee, the working capital limit is what? So working capital limit is 25% of the turnover. Working capital limit is 25% of the turnover, and keeping that in mind, the answer to this particular question would be what? So the answer to this particular question should be 20% or 25%. This is the biggest question I have for you all. Anyone can give me the answer. Guys, see, first of all, as per the NAYAC committee, it has been very clearly mentioned. That the working capital to small sector industries is computed on the basis of minimum 20% of their essential turnover up to the credit limit of 5 crores. What is the credit limit? So credit limit in this case is 5 crores, and how it will be calculated? So it will be 20%. It will be 20% of their turnover as per the committee, जो आई थी 2009 में. अब क्वेश्चन ये है कि सर कमेटी ने 2009 में ये रिकमेंडेशन दिया. Do this recommendation has been revised or changed in the near future? If yes, give me the answer. If no, then also give me the answer. So I won't be answering this question. I won't be giving you the correct answer for this particular question. I will be looking forward for your answers in the comment section कि 20% होगा या 25%. अगला, term loan contribution assessment. Total project cost is 20 crores. Promoter contribution is 5 crores. Another lender has provided 5 crores. If the borrower applies to Bank A, what is the maximum loan Bank A can consider? What is the maximum loan Bank A can consider? See, 10 crore has already been arranged. 10 crores has already been arranged against the 20 crore rupees of the project cost. If the project cost is 20 crore rupees against the project cost of 20 crore rupees, the 10 crore rupees has been already arranged, out of which 5 crore is the promoter's contribution and 5 crore has been borrowed. 5 crores has been borrowed from the other lender. अब बैंक कितना लोन देगा सर? ऑब्वियसली अगर आप बैंक से पूछेंगे तो बैंक जो मैक्सिमम लोन देगा वो कितना होगा? सो बैंक विल बी प्रोवाइडिंग a maximum loan of what value? So bank will be providing a maximum loan of 10 crores only. अब प्रोजेक्ट कॉस्ट से ज्यादा का लोन तो दिया नहीं जा सकता. ये तो क्वाइट ऑब्वियस ही बात है ना? ये तो क्वाइट ऑब्वियस ही बात है. उससे ज्यादा का लोन तो दिया ही नहीं जा सकता. तो उस केस में यहाँ पर जो हमारे पास आंसर बनेगा वो आंसर क्या होगा? सर आंसर इज मैक्सिमम लोन. अगर आप पूछ रहे हैं जिसमें आपने कोई और कंडीशन, कोई और सिनेरियो, कोई और डिस्कशन किया ही नहीं, तो उस केस में तो हम कह सकते हैं कि 10 करोड़ से ज्यादा लोन नहीं दिया जा सकता. लेकिन अगर हम बात करें कंसिडरिंग की, तो 10 करोड़ का लोन दे दिया गया, 10 करोड़ का लोन बचा और 10 करोड़ के लोन को अरेंज किया जाएगा या फिर ट्राई किया जाएगा बैंक द्वारा. तो जो कंसिडर किया जाएगा वो कंसिडरिंग कितने की होगी? दैट विल बी ऑफ 10 करोड़ रुपीस. दैट विल बी ऑफ 10 करोड़ रुपीस. ये पॉइंट आपको याद रखना है. दिस इज इंपॉर्टेंट. Moving on to the next question. What does the next question says? So the next question says turnover ratio, cash credit limit 50 lakh, account turnover 5 crore. What is the turnover ratio? Turnover ratio क्या होता है? Sir, turnover ratio is turnover upon the limit. Turnover upon the limit, which is 10 times. Turnover upon the limit, which is 10 times. So उसके basis पे आंसर क्या हो जाएगा? C option is correct. A loan has EMI due on 1st of each month. Borrower misses 3 consecutive payments from 1st April 2025. तो 1st April को आपने अपनी पेमेंट देनी थी. अब ये कहो कि आपको EMI पे करनी थी और आपने ये EMI मिस कर दी. सो हम ये कह सकते हैं कि 1 मार्च को जब आपने लास्ट EMI पे की थी, उससे लेकर अगले 30 दिन 0 to 30 days, दिस इज टर्म्ड एज स्पेशल मेंशन अकाउंट 0. फिर 1 अप्रैल से 1 मई तक दिस विल बी टर्म्ड एज व्हाट सर? इट विल बी टर्म्ड एज 31 to 60 days ऑफ नो इंस्टॉलमेंट, स्पेशल मेंशन अकाउंट 1. और फिर ये 1 मई से 1 जून तक इट विल बी टर्म्ड एज व्हाट सर? इट विल बी टर्म्ड एज 61 to 90 days, दैट इज SMA 2. दैट इज SMA 2. अब 1 जून के बाद ये लोन क्या डिक्लेयर हो गया सर? 1 जून के बाद ये लोन डिक्लेयर हो गया NPA. और अगर ये लोन NPA डिक्लेयर हो गया, अब अगर ये लोन NPA डिक्लेयर हो गया तो ये NPA की पहली कैटेगरी में रहेगा, दैट विल बी सब स्टैंडर्ड एसेट. इज दिस पॉइंट क्लियर? मूविंग ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट पॉइंट. सो बोरोवर मिसेस 3 consecutive पेमेंट्स फ्रॉम 1st of April. अब मैं अगर ये कहूं कि मान लेते हैं 1st of April was the last paid installment, तो उसके बेसिस पे 1st मई तक SMA 0, 1st जून तक SMA 1 और 1st जून to 1st जुलाई इट विल बी SMA 2. तो उसके बेसिस पे आंसर C भी बन सकता है, बट डिपेंडिंग अपॉन borrower misses 3 consecutive payments from 1st of April. तो 1st of April को अगर उसने पे किया तो सब स्टैंडर्ड, 1st of April को मिस किया तो उसके बेसिस पर आंसर क्या हो जाएगा? दैट विल बी SMA 2. वर्किंग कैपिटल के बेसिस पे एक और क्वेश्चन है. करंट रेशियो 1.2 है. करंट रेशियो इज 1.2 which is what? It is current asset upon current liability. It is current asset upon current liability. That is correct, है ना? तो अगर मैं कहूं हमारी जो करंट लाइबिलिटी है, अगर मैं उसे x मान लूं तो मेरी करंट असेट कितना हो जाएगा? सो दैट विल बी 1.2x. दैट विल बी 1.2x. हमसे कोई पूछे व्हाट इज नेट वर्किंग कैपिटल? सर इट इज करंट असेट माइनस करंट लाइबिलिटी. 1.2x माइनस x कितना हो गया? 0.2x. अब 0.2x किसके बराबर है सर? इट इज इक्वल्स टू 12 लाख. इट इज इक्वल्स टू 12 लाख. तो ये 6 हो गया, ये 10 मल्टीप्लाई हुआ तो x कितना हो गया? 60 लाख. x कितना हो गया? 60 लाख. अब मुझे क्या निकालना है? मुझे क्या निकालना है सर? आई हैव टू फाइंड आउट द वैल्यू ऑफ करंट लाइबिलिटी. तो करंट लाइबिलिटी की वैल्यू कितनी होगी बताओ जरा. दोज हु आर लाइव गिव मी द आंसर. आई होप ये क्वेश्चन आपको समझ आया होगा. ऐसे बहुत सारे न्यूमेरिकल्स इस बार आपके एग्जामिनेशन में पूछे गए थे. सो क्वेश्चन यहाँ से शुरू होता है कि नेट वर्किंग कैपिटल का क्या फॉर्मूला है. इफ आई टॉक अबाउट द फॉर्मूला ऑफ नेट वर्किंग कैपिटल, इट इज करंट असेट माइनस करंट लाइबिलिटी. इट इज करंट असेट माइनस करंट लाइबिलिटी. और करंट रेशियो का क्या फॉर्मूला है? अगर हमसे कोई पूछे करंट रेशियो का जो फॉर्मूला दैट इज करंट असेट अपॉन करंट लाइबिलिटी. तो करंट असेट अपॉन करंट लाइबिलिटी इज 1.2. तो करंट असेट इज 1.2 टाइम्स करंट लाइबिलिटी और 1.2x. इन दोनों का डिफरेंस जो होगा वो कितना होगा? 1.2x माइनस 1x इज 0.2x. और ये जो 0.2x है ये किसके बराबर होगा सर? इट विल बी इक्वल्स टू 12 लाख क्योंकि गिवन है. उसके बेसिस पे x की वैल्यू कितनी आ गई? 60 लाख. सो करंट लाइबिलिटी is going to be what sir? It is going to be 60 lakhs. तो इसका आंसर क्या होगा? So that will be C option. C option is absolutely the correct answer. एक बार चेक करना आई गेस इसमें कोई गलती, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगी. इट्स एन ईजी क्वेश्चन टू आंसर, सो सी ऑप्शन इज द करेक्ट आंसर. तो अगर आप चाहते हैं ऐसे और सारे क्वेश्चंस को सॉल्व कर पाना, तो उसके लिए इफ यू वांट टू अंडरस्टैंड द कॉन्सेप्ट्स इन मच डेप्थ, देन वी आर स्टार्टिंग अप विद द न्यू कोर्स फॉर योर नवंबर 2025 जैब. तो पीपीबी का कोर्स अवेलेबल है टेस्टबुक के प्लेटफॉर्म पे, जाइए चेक कीजिए और ज्वाइन कीजिए उस कोर्स को इन ऑर्डर टू एश्योर योर qualification or in order to qualify this exam in this very attempt itself. So thank you so much for joining. Do comment in the comment section how do you see this session, whether you have enjoyed the session or not, whether you like the session or not. Do share your feedback and suggestions in the comment section below, and what kind of questions you want me to come up in the near future. Do let me know in the comment section for sure. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Take care. Good luck. God bless you.